What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. So it looks like a lot of fights is being announced in 2024, A lot of fights is being announced in 2024. Ryan Garcia just announced that he's fighting Romero. I think a lot of casuals are looking forward to that fight, but the hardcore are not really looking forward to it. We would have rather seen Ryan versus Devin, Ryan versus Tail, Ryan versus Matias, anybody. But Rolly, not so much. Then we have another fight that just snuck up out of nowhere on us. Keith Thurman versus, what's his name? Keith Thurman versus, what's this guy's name? Tim Tszyu. Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu just snuck up on us out of nowhere. There is no way anybody could have predicted Tim Tszyu was fighting Keith Thurman next. If anybody was fighting Keith Thurman, we would have thought it would have been like a Jerron Ennis or something. Because Keith Thurman was still competing at 147, but he's been out of the ring for a long time, and he's back. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. One of the fights that are being announced is this fight right here. Dmitri Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Man, I keep going back and forth with this fight. 1 minute I think Bivol is going to win. The next minute I think Arthur's going to win. I just don't know who's going to win anymore. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know who's going to win. But if you had to force me to pick, it's hard for me to pick against Beterbiev. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was forced to pick, who wins that fight? Man, I love Bivol. I love what he does for the sport. Amazing ring IQ. Hard to beat. Embarrassed Canelo Alvarez. But I just think Beterbiev is a different animal, man. A different animal. And he's not slowing down anytime soon. I don't think he's getting better either. He's always been good. He just hasn't had the opponent. He just hasn't had the opponents to show the world how good he really was. And when he got those opponents, he rise to the occasion. So a lot of people keep saying, man, he's getting better with age. I don't think so. I think he's always been good. But people wasn't paying attention to him because he wasn't fighting the right opponents. But now that he's fighting the right opponents, people are paying attention. Like, whoa, who is this guy? How he keep knocking these dudes out like this? He's always been a knockout artist. He's always been a good fighter. This guy got over 200 amateur fights. Almost 300 amateur fights. That's a lot of experience. That's why he only has 20 fights in a pro, because majority of his career was spent in the amateurs, like a Vasily Lomachenko who had over 400 amateur fights. So the fight is announced, man. The fight is official for June. I think the date is June 1st, if I'm not mistaken. What do you guys think about a fight like this, man? Now that it's getting closer and it's actually finalized and on paper, both parties agree. What do y'all think about this fight, man? Like I said, one day I wake up, I say Bivol. The next day I wake up, I say Beterbiev. But, we'll know when it's fight night. or, you know, when it's closer to weigh in, and we follow these guys. But we know both of these guys, they stay in the gym, so that's not even a problem. We'll see the energy going into this fight. You know, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'll say this. I'm rooting, I don't want to be biased, but I'm rooting for Bivol. Bivol's a likable person. Matter of fact, both guys are likable people. I think Arthur is a likable guy too. I don't know these guys outside of boxing, but I think Bivol is more of a likable person, in my opinion, than Arthur. And I like Bivol. So my heart is with Bivol, but my brain is telling me Beterbiev. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section, man. Who you think wins this fight? My brain is telling me Beterbiev. My heart is telling me Bivol. And the crazy thing about it, you guys know me, man. You guys know I always go with the boxers. But it's just one of those fights. It's like a Demetrius Andre versus David Benavidez type fights. And like a Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez type fight. You can't always go with the boxer. It's just one of those fights where the other guy is just too relentless, and you have to be perfect for 12 rounds. And if there's any slip up in your game, this guy, Beterbiev, is going to take advantage of that. And I don't think Bivol is going to keep Beterbiev from doing what he wants to do the entire fight. I think he's going to do what he needs to do in the early rounds, but when he gets hurt, he's going to get hurt. And we've seen Bivol hurt before. We've seen Arthur get dropped, but he stopped the dude who dropped him. I think it was Callum. It wasn't Callum Smith. It might have been Callum Johnson or some shit like that. He got dropped. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Like I told you guys, every day I change my mind every day. But I'm telling you, my heart is with Bivol, but my mind is with Beterbiev. So I can't really give you guys 100% prediction because I don't know who's going to win it convincingly. I can just tell you what my boxing mind is telling me. My boxing mind is telling me Beterbiev wins the fight, even though I want Bivol to win the fight. You understand what I'm saying? I want Bivol to win the fight, but my boxing mind is telling me Beterbiev, even though I like the boxers. So this is a tough one, a very, very tough one for me. My back is literally against the wall just to having to pick a fight like this. That's how razor thin it is. But then again, these big fights, when we say they're razor thin and they're 50-50, these fights are turning out to be one-sided fights. I just hope that's not the case here. I just hope Bivol can get off and Beterbiev can get off as well. But you don't want Beterbiev to get off, because if he can get off, the fight is over, because all he has to do is just touch you. He touch you more than 3-4 times, you're buzzed already, because the way he throws his punches, he throws his punches with a closed fist, like he don't try to hit you on the knuckles. He try to hit you with like the finger part of his hand. I'm like, what the frick? He's not hitting you with his knuckles like we're told to hit you in a boxing ring, in the gym. He's hitting you. Look, you see that punch right there? He landed on Joe Smith Jr. The punch, it was like a hook, but the hook landed with the inside part of his fist, not the outside. So, it is what it is. We'll see what happens, man. June 1st. Lock the date in. Bivol versus Beterbiev. Who wins? Your boy No Credit. I'm out.